This is a molcajete, an ancient grinding tool carved out of real volcanic rock used for thousands of years across civilizations in Mesoamerica. The molcajete has been an essential tool in Mexican kitchens for its remarkable ability to make salsas, crushing and grinding ingredients through its rough, porous surface. Apparently, it even gives food a specific flavor that builds over time.
Haces una licuadora, la pruebas, aunque tiene los mismos ingredientes, pero la salsa nunca es igual.
So I got my hands on one of these guys to see what all the fuss is about. As a little gringo Eastern European boy, I never interacted with a real molcajete. So before I could use it, I had to ask myself, is this even a real molcajete? Now, the website I got it from says it's made out of real volcanic rock, also known as basalt. Basalt? But the internet is full of people discussing the authenticity of these. Apparently, in the world of molcajetes, it's pretty common to get scammed. You can get a fake made out of concrete in whole or in part. And my personal preference is not to eat concrete with my guacamole. So after doing some research and science,
I'm getting my master in just research and science.
I think I figured it out. The first good sign was the smell. When grinding the molcajete and smelling it immediately, it had this mineral-like smell. Apparently, those are the sulfur compounds trapped in the volcanic material for a long time, and I just released them into my nose. The look of it was also pretty convincing. It's actually a good sign to see some inconsistencies and asymmetries. It means that it likely wasn't cast in a mold, but rather it was hand carved. And you can see on mine, there's some tool marks. If you look at it closely, the legs are not equally sized, and that's a pretty good sign. So I decided to move forward to the next step, which is curing it. Look, you can't be using this straight away unless you want to eat rocks. So what you need to do is take some like food grade abrasive and give it an initial rough grind to remove any impurities. First, we have to grind some rice. It doesn't really matter what type of rice. We just got to grind it to a fine powder. And let me tell you, this is a laborious process. This was a full workout. I was like straight up sweating, especially because I had to do it twice. And after the second grind of rice, you can see that we're getting a much whiter powder, which is a good sign. It means that we're picking up less dusty, rocky stuff. Now, I gave it a rinse and started the second and last stage of the curing process by grinding a bunch of garlic and salt. And this creates an abrasive paste that removes any leftover stuff, maybe some stuck rice parts in there, and it kind of like seals everything. It's fully dry and a little bit darker, and I notice now when I rub it, oh, it just smells like, it smells amazing. It smells smoky. The only thing is now it leaves behind like a kind of a dusty substance. It's not that bad, but I'm tempted to give it another rice grind. I'm sure this is boring to watch, but sometimes shit gotta be boring, you know? Molcajete. Oh shit, I just chipped off a big piece. Okay, I'll give this a final rinse and then we can get in some salsa making. So, I took some tomatoes, some jalapenos, some onion, some garlic, and I chucked that whole thing in the oven to get it nice and charred. I wanted to get some color and some roastiness. I cooled it down just for a little bit, and I chucked it all in my molcajete and started pounding and grinding and crushing. Basically, the whole point is that we do this instead of slicing the ingredients to release some flavor compounds and oils that are gonna give the whole thing more character and more depth. Does it actually make a noticeable difference? Well, let's taste it. It smells amazing. It looks amazing. Oh, that's special. The way I can describe it is like, I just feel like I can taste the essence of every vegetable. I'm guessing because like crushing this just releases all those like beautiful compounds. The one thing I'm noticing though, I'm definitely eating some rock. I feel a little bit of grittiness in there. So hopefully I don't die. And I really hope I'm not eating freaking concrete. Is it bad if you eat a rock? Or you just shit it out? Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. It is, I love it. But to definitively find out if I'm just tricking my brain, I'm just telling myself this whole crud, this whole like essential oil story, I decided to make guacamole. And I decided to make guacamole in two different methods. One, of course, with the molcajete, and two, with a food processor. And the food processor just slices everything clean. It just pretty much mixes up the ingredients without all that crushing stuff. I use the exact same ingredients. I know some of you guacamole purists will be really upset at me, but I like tomato, onion, a little bit of jalapeno, cilantro in my guacamole on top of course, the avocado and the lime juice. And the first thing I noticed when I used my molcajete was how much more I was enjoying this process. Kind of feeling and smelling all the flavor come out of them. I'm telling you, I was having all these thoughts and it made me feel good. And I love it. I love it. All right, it's tasting time. Very exciting. But before I taste, give me just one quick second. I want to tell you about my Patreon. On my Patreon, you can find all my written recipes and you can support the channel because now more than ever, I actually need your support. So if you subscribe to my Patreon, know that it's super important to me and I really appreciate it. You're literally supporting this channel and allowing me to make these videos. But without further ado, let's taste this guacamole. So I'm stupid and I forgot to buy tortillas or tortilla chips and I just have bread. But you know, it's good enough. I love bread. So first of all, there's a big visual difference. This is like dark and you know, not that nice looking. This looks legit. Also, the presentation in this molcajete is just like something else. But it's literally the same ingredients, so how different can it be? Oh yeah, made a good guacamole. I love guacamole, holy shit. I mean, it's the same ingredients. Let's see if there's a smell. Not really distinct smell. Oh. I know you there, you're watching me there and it seems like I'm making this up. There's a big difference here. So this tastes very nice, but what I can immediately tell is that you kind of feel like little particles of the ingredients. With this one, how do I even say it? It's like, yeah, it just like everything was like, the essence of everything was sucked out and like combined. It's also like ever so slightly smoky. I don't get where the smoke comes from. Maybe it's from the volcano. I mean, not only is making guacamole in this way more fun, I have to say honestly, it really tastes more complex and interesting. And like, I think it just makes cooking more exciting. And I think especially like knowing what it is, where it came from, how it was used, it kind of connects you to your food in a way that makes it more intentional. And I think that's wonderful. So if you can get your hands on a real volcanic stone molcajete, and now you know how to test it, you know how to cure it, and you know how to use it. And it will only get better with time. And I hope you have a good, happy day. Thank you. Bye.